Hey everyone, it's me, Larry the Batman fan. I'm back with another video a day later. This is part 2 for Zack Studios. I decided to be very generous and get him some more movies and games for his Christmas gift. Since he's been such a good guy and such a loyal friend to me, I figured I'd help him out. And I just felt like the little stack that I got him from the last video just wasn't enough to express my gratitude. He's been supporting the channel for a very long time now, and so I figured it would be only right to get him a Christmas gift. But just a small amount just wasn't enough for me to express my gratitude, so I went ahead and spent like another 150 bucks to get him some good stuff. So without further ado, we are going to show you guys what I got for him. Yeah, I already did. Yeah, ravioli. The cat has had his food, his temptations. Sorry about that, guys. That's cool. I can't talk now. I'm filming. So, anyways, like I was saying, yeah, we're gonna show you guys what I got for him in just a moment. Just, just cleaning these off. These things I have to clean regularly because they get dirty. But anyways, let's see. I think we'll start with the games first, since there isn't as many games to show. So let me get this together here. We got a lot of movies to show him, and all of you out there. Alright, so I got the games. Excuse me. Here's the first game we have. I got him some PS2 games. He doesn't have a PS2 right now, but he said he's going to buy one, so that'd be great, because he really needs another console. I mean, if you don't have at least two consoles, then you don't have, like, enough, really, because the PS4 is nice, but PS4s aren't backwards compatible with nothing. No PS1, no PS2, no PS3 games. Just lame. That's why I own a PS2, a PS3, and a PS5, because I can make that work, having the ability to play every single game that I have for the Sony consoles. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, I chose this game because I figure it's easy to play, it's fun, it's a fun sports game for him. It's very affordable. It's only about between $10 to $15 for the game, and it's just really fun. And it's one of the best games on the PS2 in my opinion. So I had to get this for you. So hopefully you enjoy some extreme sports games, Zachary. I'm not usually a sports fan, but Tony Hawk is awesome. And a lot of Tony Hawk games are fun. So this is definitely a good one if you have a PS2, which he'll be getting very soon. Of course, I had to get another excellent title on the PS2, one of the best as well, in my opinion. For all those that have watched my PS2 top 15 video, I did put this on the list. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I mean, this is improvement over the first game. The first game was good, and Up Your Arsenal was even better, but this one just really perfected Ratchet and Clank. I mean, you could upgrade your weapons more than once. There was lots of like shooting going on and strafing, killing enemies with your little wrench. You had your Clank friend to help you fly and do other stuff. Just a really great Ratchet and Clank game overall. Tons of bad guys you had to shoot and fight. Your weapon was a wrench or a gun, basically. Or you could throw like these grenades and blow things up. But this is definitely a must-own if you have a PS2. I recommend Ratchet and Clank, you know, for any PS2 owner, really, because it's that damn good of a game. So I had to get this for Zachary. It's awesome. Next up, we have Spider-Man, the first one. I was going to get him the second one, but they were prices that were not very affordable, like 25, 30 bucks just for a complete copy. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, Spider-Man 2 is a great game. It's a great license game. Don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't at a price point that I wanted to pay for him. I did see a seller that had one for 15 bucks, and I would have gotten it, but the disc was scratched up. I mean, it was really bad. The seller even tried to get me to buy it at like 12 bucks. I'm like, dude, no, I will not buy that game. It's too scratched. So I ended up with the first movie game. And honestly, I thought that this was a pretty good movie based game as well. Even though you can't really fly around the city freely like you could in the second game, it kind of tells you not to go to a certain spot, and if you do, you end up failing a mission, which sucks because it's like you're Spider-Man. You're supposed to be able to fly through the city, you know? But other than that, the game wasn't bad. It was still following the movie of the first um, movie that they did, the Sam Raimi trilogy. So it's good. I liked it, and I think that Zachary would too. And I know that he's a Spider-Man fan, so this is perfect for him. Next up, I threw in my own stash. I threw this in for him. SOCOM 2. I've got 2 or 3 copies of this game, so this is good if you like shooting games. Don't think of it as Call of Duty though. It is not like Call of Duty at all. It's a tactical shooter game. So when you're playing this game, just keep that in mind because it's going to be very hard for you to get far in this game if you're thinking it's like Call of Duty. Your health does not regenerate and you can die in one hit. It's that fucking realistic, you know. So yeah, it's good. All the SOCOM games on PS2 were good. There were 4 of them on PS2, one or two on the PS3, but I don't think Confrontation is playable anymore. It's a shelf game. You can't play it. And then they had SOCOM 4, and then the ones on the PSP, those as well. But yeah, it's good. I recommend it if you have a PS2. It's not in my top 15 PS2 games, probably my top 30, but it is good. Next up, we have Cabela's Big Game Hunter. I wrote it's the 2008 version on there because it isn't the original version of this game. It's the 2008. So this will be good if you like shooting games and you like killing animals, deer and caribou and mooses, things like that. You'll enjoy this. Alright, next up we have MX versus ATV All Out for you, Zachary. I got you another PS4 or PS4 game. This is good if you like racing games. It'll definitely be a fun title for you. They've made many MX games versus ATV games. MX versus ATV, that is, rather. Uh, in the franchise, and a lot of them are really good. I recommend it. It's fun. This is also available on the Switch as well, and possibly the Xbox One. Besides the Crash Bandicoot Boom Bang, which I do have in the box that I didn't show, I also did pick up Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End for you. It's a good licensed game, so that's why I grabbed it, because I know there isn't a lot of good licensed games, maybe only about 20 worthwhile licensed games or so, maybe 25. But this one's good, and It's a lot of fun. Good action game. Play as Will or Jack Sparrow himself, I believe, in this game. And it's a beat 'em up style game, so I think you'll like it. Of course, you can't have a DS without some Mario, so I got you Mario Kart. This was the most expensive one, about 35 bucks, but it was worth the money. Mario Kart's excellent, very fun game. This had an online mode at one point. I don't know if the servers are still up for this game, but the online mode I've heard was really, really fun. It really kicked ass. So if the online mode is up for it still, you'd be having a blast. But I don't think it's up anymore. So that sucks. But you can still play the campaign and the battle mode in this game and still have a blast. You know, it's really good. One of the best games on the DS. Easily in my top 5. And then of course I got you Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. I had to get that for you. It was cheap, only about 10 bucks, but or 11 bucks, but it was worth the money. This one you get all 6 of them. I could have sworn I was buying Lego Star Wars 2, but then when I double checked, it ended up being the Complete Saga, which is a plus for you, Zachary, because the Lego Star Wars 2 on the DS only has episode 4, 5, and 6. But this version, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You get to play through all 6 of them as Obi-Wan Kenobi or Anakin Skywalker, I believe. Except the first one where you had Qui-Gon in the Star Wars games. But in Lego form, you know. It's good. I recommend it. If you like platformer or beat 'em up style games, you'll enjoy this. Yeah, here it is. This game I couldn't get complete. I couldn't get it CIB. It was too much money. It's like 40 to 60 bucks for a copy. So I just got you a loose cart and I stuck it in this this thing, this piece of plastic. It's Hotel Dusk, Room 215. This by far is one of the best. Hopefully you can see this. It's one of the best detective games on the DS besides Phoenix Wright and the Professor Layton games. I highly recommend this. You kind of use 2 parts of the DS, like reading a book and actually like roaming around and stuff throughout the hotel and whatnot, solving murders and stuff as a detective. It's good. I definitely recommend it. And for I think it was 27 bucks I paid for it, loose cart. That was with the shipping included. Okay, it's worth that, I guess. It's not CIB, but you know, anyways, it's the thought that counts, really. That's why I got this for you. So you got 7 Nintendo DS games to play. That'll be enough to keep you happy, you know, for a while. Now we move on to the movies and then your gift, since your order is getting picked to be filmed today. There's a few R-rated films in here. The action movies are kind of hard to avoid at R rating. Just keep that in mind. This movie's R for violence, language, and some nudity. But this movie kicks ass, man. I mean, he literally destroys the entire Jamaican mafia in this movie. Does a damn good job at it. Steven Seagal. If you like action movies, which I know you do, gotta have some Arnold Schwarzenegger, some Bruce Willis, Stallone, and Steven Seagal. And maybe even one Nicolas Cage film or one Will Smith film in there. You know, because I know that they've done some action movies as well. Or maybe Chuck Norris, you know, or Bruce Lee. But anyways, yeah, this is a good movie. I definitely think you will like this movie if you haven't seen it before. It came out in 1990. Definitely a good one. Marked for death. Next up, we have Batman vs. the Ninja Turtles. I figure you would like this because you like animation type of stuff, you know. So I got this for you. And just so you know, some of these movies, they are brand new, which is a plus for you. Some of them I can't get brand new. Some of them I just find pre-owned because they charge too much money for it brand new. But this one I got for a reasonable price, and it's good. It's an animated action film. Definitely recommend it. Angel Has Fallen. This one also carries an R rating, just so you know, Zachary. It's because of the violence and language, but it's part of the Fallen series. There's also been Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen. I did not get those for you, but you can watch this the way it is, or you could get the other two if you want. It's up to you. But it's good. It's about this guy trying to protect the president from a terrorist and trying to clear his name at the same time. Because they're after him, a lot of people are after him. They think that he committed a murder, but he didn't. You know? That's played by Gerald Butler. That guy right there. And that's Morgan Freeman. He plays the president in this movie. Had tons of action in it. I figured Zachary is also, besides animation and action films, I figured he was into comedy films as well. So I picked up a few comedy films for him. I picked up Happy Gilmore for you. Very good sports comedy film, slapstick comedy film. I think you would really enjoy that. About a guy who finds out that him and his mom or his grandmother are about to lose the house if they can't come up with $250,000 within 2 or 3 months. And he's like this guy that is a hockey player, but he has a temper and he gets kicked off the hockey team. Then later on discovers that he has an act for playing golf, even though he's really not into stuff like tennis and golf. He's more into football and hockey. But he decides to do it for his grandma. Put all that shit to the side and be like, you know what? I don't care. I need the money. We need to save our house. So he plays golf, and you know, there's this one guy that he goes up against who's a complete smartass in the game or movie rather. He's a smartass, but eventually he ends up beating that guy. You know, you'll see. It's a good film. They are working on a sequel right now. It might be released already, or maybe it's on the way to Amazon Prime or something, straight to video. But that Happy Gilmore 2 is coming very soon. Next up, we have Max Kibble's Big Move, a family film. It also ties in with a little bit of comedy as well. I definitely think you would like this film. It's a family-friendly film. It got good reviews on Movie Guide. It's a 1+ for Movie Guide. Definitely one that was a box office bomb when it first came out for some reason in the theaters. But it's still enjoyable. It's still got its fans and it's still family-friendly. So I think you'll like that one. Baby Seals vs. Zombies. This is also rated R, just so you know. It's got some language in the film. The violence is pretty heavy with the shooting of the zombies and stuff. It's good. I think you'll like it. It's got a military fighting zombies. Shooting zombies in the head, and blood splatter everywhere, things like that. But it is good. If you like action horror, this is a really good film. Alright. I'm going to go a little bit quicker, just to save some time. Got The Great Wall, Matt Damon. Think of House of Flying Daggers or The One with Jet Li and Jason Statham. Kind of like that in medieval times or something. Not quite medieval time, but like Western type of times, you know. Got the Sam Raimi trilogy for you because I know you're a fan of Spider-Man. So this one is a triple feature. It has all 3 Spider-Man movies. It might be on 2 discs though. You know, or one of them might be a double-sided disc inside. It might have the top and then the other side is Spider-Man 2 and then have a separate disc. I know they do that sometimes. But I know you'll enjoy that because you're a fan of Spider-Man. Got another religious film. We got To Save a Life. It's a drama film. I think you will really like To Save a Life. The seller that sold me this, if you didn't know, Zachary, was a used copy. But I guess the seller couldn't find a used copy, and then when it got it in the mail, it was brand new. I'm like, nice. That's a step up. Here we have the Mighty Ducks and the Mighty Ducks 2 for you. There's also the Mighty Ducks 3. Be on the lookout for that one if you see it on eBay, Amazon, or in a thrift store. You know, the Mighty Ducks films are very good. Good Disney films. If you like hockey films, they're perfect too. We have another action movie called Frequency with Dennis Quaid and Jim Caviezel. Very good film. I definitely recommend this if you like action movies. Well, I know you like action movies. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Got the Sandlot double feature with the second film. I actually found out the Sandlot 3 Heading Home. Not a part of this one though, so you'll have to look out for that one. But I've seen both of them. They're both very funny. How the hell are we supposed to know what kind of crap that is? It could be dog crap for all we know. Hey, you do that again, and your ass is grass. You don't ever hit a girl, creep. I remember that. Very funny. And that dog in the movie, that dog was crazy. The dog could literally rip apart a baseball bat. Like, wow. Good sports comedy. We have GoldenEye. The name's Bond. James Bond. I like my coffee, my drinks, shaken, not stirred. Please and thank you. Very good movie. GoldenEye is a great one. And the video game was excellent too. Alright, this one is rated R for language, and I have watched it recently. There is some cursing God in the film. There's 5 GDs said in this film, so hopefully your parents will not be mad at me for getting this. I know I don't really like movies that curse God either, but this is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movies in my opinion, and it's a must-own for anybody that's a fan of action films. You can't go without this film. It's just that damn good. That's none other than Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Very good movie. There's so many quotable lines in this movie. Help, help, put me down, help, help, put me down. And he drops him. What the hell did you do that for? Because you told me to. Fuck you, you little dipshit. Mom, I just wanted to save you. I had to save you. You didn't need to do that, John. I can take care of myself. No. They're not going to make it, are they? It's in their own mission to destroy themselves. Very good movie. Definitely recommend it. One of the best movies that he's ever done. Great film. War Room, we have another biblical movie. This is very good, very good. Drama related, but it is good and definitely worth checking out. I know you're religious. You follow the same belief as I. You're a Christian. So this is perfect for you to watch. And it is biblical. It's not like Year One, The Shack, or The Da Vinci Code, which is not really biblical. Jay Margera apparently doesn't understand the difference between a movie being biblical or a movie that's trying to be biblical but is mocking Jesus. Those three. And there's also Angels and Demons. That's not biblical. Those movies are not biblical at all. War Room, Courageous, Fireproof, To Save a Life, and The Passion of the Christ. Those are biblical. And Jesus of Nazareth, that's biblical too. There's a difference. The Source Code, another good action film that came out, I think the year I graduated high school. It was good. I recommend this film if you guys like action, sci-fi type of films. The guy ends up stuck in this like machine, and they tell him that he's got to help him out and save the life of this girl and somebody else in the film. He only has 10 minutes to do it, to figure out who the bomber was who killed people on the train and stuff. But it keeps screwing up, and it keeps having to be sent back in and trying to figure it out, and it gets better and better and better at it until he finally finds out who the killer is. You know, it's good. Definitely a good film for an action movie fan. And then the last one we have here is the Aristocats. I figured I should get you another cartoon film. I know you like animated style films, so I picked this up. It's a good Disney film. Fortune cookie, always Wong. Toulouse, Toulouse. You're going to Timbuktu if it's the last thing I do. Had a little bit of comedy in it too. Very good. I saw that hundreds of times when I was a kid. Oh, and we are not done yet. Sent your order. Oh yeah, by the way, I also do have Garfield coming in the mail very soon. Zachary, since your order got picked to be filmed, you're going to get Ark Survival Evolved, but that's not all. I'm also throwing in this collection of Atari games on PlayStation 1. I figure it's a perfect gift for you because when you get a PS2, it's backwards compatible with PS1 games, and you're not going to have a PS1 game, so I'm throwing this in for free. Perfect. You get a bunch of games. You get Star Master, Dragster, Enduro, Fishing Derby, you get Kaboom, you get Keystone Capers, Laser Blast, Pitfall, Tennis, Star Master Stampede, Spider Fighter, and a bunch of others. River Raid, probably River Raid 2. You know, all on that compilation. Maybe even Pitfall 2 was on here. Very good. And then also, we're not done. I also got some bootleg movies for you. We have Driven for you, Stallone movie. We have 16 Blocks, a good Bruce Willis film for you. We have Brick Mansions with Paul Walker, that's for you. And then we also have Con Air, that's also for you. So that's everything that I wanted to show. I hope you guys enjoyed. And Zachary, I hope you enjoy your stuff. It's coming very soon to you. So stay tuned for that. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching. As always, Larry the Batman fan signing off. Take care, and thanks for watching. God bless you all. Peace.